In this video, we are going to go over multi-step equations. Let's begin. So here are the steps to solve. First things first, we need to combine like terms. So what are like terms? Like terms would be like, let's say we have 3x plus 2 plus, 4x minus 8, I guess. Like terms are the terms like the 3x and the plus 4x right there, right? Because they both have x's attached to them, so 3x and 4x, and this is a positive 3x and positive 4x. When you combine them, that's like 7x. And then your other like terms, well, let's see, 2 is also like with 8, but that's not just 8, it's technically negative 8. So think of what do you get when you have 2 minus 8? Well, the negative number is bigger, so the answer is going to be negative, but 8 and 2 you subtract, you get with 6. So you end up with 7x minus 6. And that's what happens when you combine like terms. So first you combine like terms, and next you isolate the variable. What do we mean by isolate the variable? We get it by itself. Now, what do we mean by get it by itself? We want to get it by itself on this on like one side of the equal sign. So let's go ahead and look at this word problem. So Calvin goes shopping over the weekend and buys a new pair of shoes, a t-shirt, and a pair of sunglasses. Oh, and a hat that costs $9. The shoes are twice as much as the shirt, and the sunglasses are half as much as the shirt. The total cost of his purchase is $65. Using the lines above, write an equation to represent the purchase using S for the cost of the shirt. So if S is the cost of the shirt, here it is, we're going to put S under cost of the shirt. What do we know? Well, his shoes are twice as much as the shirt. So if the shoes are twice the cost of the shirt, that would be like 2 times the cost of the shirt. Excuse me. Sneezing. All right. What else do we know? We know the sunglasses are half the cost of the shirt. So the sunglasses, you could say that would be 1/2 of S. Or I hate fractions, so I'm going to say 0.5 S. Same thing. That's a 5 and an S. Here, let's try to make that look more like an S, I guess. And then we've also got this hat. How much does a hat cost? Oh, a hat costs 9. Boom, $9. What does that equal? It equals the total cost of purchase is 65. So 65. So the 2 shoes plus the shirt plus the sunglasses plus the hat equals 65. Now, we don't know what S equals, but we can figure out the cost of everything once we solve this equation. So we want to simplify the equation by combining the like terms. What are my like terms? My like terms are the 2S plus S. I'm going to include the S. And remember, that's if you want to think about it, it's 1S. And then what else is a like term with that? 0.5S. So 2 plus 1 plus 0.5 is 3.5S. 3.5S. And then we have 9 over here. And here's our equal sign. So, I put my little dividing wall up there. And is anything like with 9? Not on this side of the equal sign, not on the left side. On the right side we do, but on the left side it's just the 9. So we just have plus 9, because there's a little plus there too. And that equals 65. All right, now we solve the equation. How do we solve? Well, we subtract, here's our wall. We subtract 9 to get the 3.5S. We want to isolate that variable. Subtract 9 from both sides. That equals 65 minus 9 is... off the top of my head, 56. 56 equals. And then this cancels out. We're left with 3.5S equals 56. And now, how do we get S by itself? We divide by 3.5, which cancels that out. Divide that by 3.5. And what is 56 divided by 3.5? Well, I wish they gave us space to actually solve that, but let's figure that out. 56 divided by 3.5 is 16. So S equals 16. So if S is 16, that means the shirt is $16. The shoes is 2 times the shirt. So shoes is 2 times 16, right? That means 32. And the sunglasses are half the cost of the shirt. So half of 16 is 8. All right, let's try some more problems without words in them. Number 2. I'm going to put my little wall up right here. And so we have some terms to combine on the left side. Let's look for like terms. Do we have anything like 4x? We do. It's this other plus 4x. So 4x plus 4x, that's 8x. We also have to bring down that plus 14. Nothing to combine it with. That equals 38. All right, now isolate the 8x. So I'm going to subtract 14. And that's going to equal, that cancels. That equals 4 and 24. So 8x equals 24. Divide by 8. Cancel out. X equals 8, 16, 24. That x equals 3. Number 3. Draw my little wall up. We have negative, hey, yikes. We have 10x over here and minus 40x. Those are like terms. So 10 minus 40 is, we have positive 10 minus 40. Well, what we do is we subtract. That gets us 30, and we take the sign of the larger number. The larger number is negative, so negative 30x equals negative 15. All right, now solve this. We have to divide both sides. Some people think, oh, x is 2 because looking at the numbers, it seems that way, but that is not the case. We divide by negative 30. That cancels out. We're left with x. And let's see, negative 15 divided by negative 30. Well, 15 over 30 is actually just 1/2. It's positive because we have a negative and a negative. So x equals negative 1/2. We could write it down here. Regular 1/2. Next page. We've got, let's draw a little dividing line right here. Look at my like terms. 1/2 b, well, there's nothing that's I can combine that with. So let's look at the 8. And that's a positive 8. Well, can I combine it with the other thing? Yeah. Combine it with negative 10. 8 minus 10, that just equals negative 2. Bring down the 1/2 b equals 6. All right. Isolate the variable. Isolate the 1/2 b. So I get rid of the minus 2 by adding 2. Add 2 to the other side as well. We get 8. And then I have 1/2 b equals 8. How do I get rid of 1/2? Well, I multiply by the reciprocal, or the opposite, 2 over 1. Multiply by 2 over 1, which is the same as 2. This cancels. I'm left with b equals 8 times 2 over 1 is 16 over 1, or just 16. b equals 16. There it is. Wall. Right here. All right, combining like terms. Let's see, 15 is just by itself, but negative 8p over here and plus 6.75p are like terms. So remember, I have a negative and a positive. I'm trying to combine them. I'm not multiplying them or dividing them. So I'm combining them. That means I subtract, and they are opposite signs. So I subtract, take the sign of the bigger number. So it is going to be a negative something. Negative what? 8 minus 6.75 is, I think that's 1.25. Yeah, 1.25p. And then I bring down that 15. It's a positive 15. Bring down the equal, bring down the 10. All right. Now, you may be thinking, oh, okay, now add 1.25p, but no. I want to keep this here because it's the variable. It's the term with the variable. It's the term with the variable. So I want to get rid of the 15 right here. How do I get rid of 15? It is a 15 being added to it. The opposite of positive 15 is negative 15. Cross that off. Subtract 15 on the other side. 10 minus 15 is going to be negative 5. Equal sign. And then I bring down the negative 1.25p. Now, what is... I need to get rid of that negative 1.25p. So divide both sides by negative 1.25. That cancels. Divide this by negative 1.25. I don't know what that is off the top of my head. 5 divided by 1.25 is 4. So P equals 4. And it is positive because a negative divided by a negative is a positive as well. Yeah, let's go to the next one. Wall down the middle. Let's see. Do I have anything that goes along with 18? I do. 18 and negative 4 go together. And 18 minus 4 is, that is 14. All right, let's see. Look at negative 5w and 7w. Those go together. They are opposite symbols. One's negative and the other one's positive. The positive number is bigger, so you're going to have a positive answer. So 7w minus 5w is 2w. Equals, bring down the 28. All right, isolate the variable. So isolate the plus 2w, which means I need to get rid of this 14. What's the opposite of 14? Negative 14. Subtract 14 from both sides. Bring down the 2w. Bring down the 2w. Bring down the equal sign. 28 minus 14 is 14. Now, finish off by dividing by 2. And I get 7 as my answer. A couple more problems. We've got, draw my wall down the middle. 17n minus 23n and plus 11.5n. Yeah, all of these are like terms. They are all n terms. So 17 minus 23 plus 11.5. 17 minus 23 is negative 6 plus 11.5 is 5.5. So that's 5.5n. 5.5n equals 44. How do I solve this? Divide both sides by 5.5. 44 divided by 5.5 is 8. And equals 8. Number 8. Wall down the equal sign. So combine my like terms. I have 7w and 2w, both positive, so that's 9w. And then 8.5 is just by itself, so plus 8.5. Bring down the equal sign, bring down the negative 14. All right. Isolate the 9w, so get rid of the 8.5 by subtracting it. So 14 minus 8.5 is 5.5. Wait a minute. Why am I subtracting? I should be adding them together. Why am I adding them together? Because negative 14 and negative 8.5, two negatives, when I'm combining them, like add, subtract, two negatives make a bigger negative. So 14 plus, that should be 18, plus 19, 20, 21, 22. That's negative 22.5. Equals 9w. So negative 22.5 divided by 9w. Or divided by 9, really. So I'm dividing both sides by 9. That cancels. I'm left with w equals, let's see. Negative divided by a positive is going to be a negative answer. 22.5 divided by 9 is actually 2.5. So w is 2.5. All right, two more problems. The perimeter of a rectangle below is 65 inches. Remember, perimeter means the distance around. So if I add up this side plus this side plus this side plus this side, I should get 65. So let's label this. The other side, this side is 2x, and the side above is the same as the bottom. This is 3 1/4 x plus 1. So what I do to find perimeter is add up all the sides. So I'm going to add up the 2x plus 2x, because those are the sides. And then the top and bottom, I have to add those up, plus 3 1/4 x plus 1, and add the bottom now, or I guess the top now, plus 3 1/4 x plus 1. And if I add up all those sides, I should get it. It should equal 65. They're asking for the value of x and the dimensions of the rectangle. So let's find the value of x first. Combine the like terms. We've got 2x plus 2x plus 3 1/4 x plus 1, not a like term, plus 3 1/4 x. Add all those up. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 3 plus 3, that's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, plus a fourth of 1/4. 10. That's 10 and a half, I believe. 10 and 2/4, or 10 and a half x. Now, add up the other like terms. I have plus 1 and plus 1. Well, that's just plus 2. And then bring down the equal sign, equals 65. Isolate the variable. I have 10 and a half x. Get that by itself, so I need to get rid of the plus 2 by minusing 2. That cancels. I have, darn it, I'm going to bring it all over. 10 and a half x is going to equal 63. Divide both sides by 10 and a half, or 10.5, so 63 divided by 10.5 is 6. Wow, I didn't know we'd have a nice round number. So x equals, I don't like that, x equals 6. So what's the value of x? X equals 6. All right, what are the dimensions of the rectangle? What they're asking for by dimensions is they're saying, hey, how long is each side? Like, how long is this side and how long is the bottom side? Now, you know, technically also this side and that side, but if you know for a rectangle, you have a base and a height. So they're asking for the base and the height. What is the base? The base is, well, let's do the height first because that's easy. The height is this number right here. It's 2x, and 2 times x is 2 times 6, because x is 6. And that means the height is 6, or not 6, it's 12. And then let's do that right here. 3 1/4 times 6 plus 1. 6 times 3 1/4, I don't know that off the top of my head. 6 times 3.25 is 19 and a half, plus 1 is 20 and a half. So once I figured that out, it's actually 20.5. So what are the dimensions? It's 12 and, or 12 by 20.25. Not 25, but 20.5, or 20 and a half. Last problem. James bought a cheeseburger, fries, and a drink for dinner. The cheeseburger was 3 times the price of the fries, and the drink and the fries were the same price. If the entire meal cost $12.50, what was the price of each item? So let's think about this. Cheeseburger, fries, and a drink for dinner. Cheeseburger was 3 times the price of the fries, and the drink and the fries cost the same price. What is the entire meal if the thing costs $12.50? So the entire meal costs $12.50. I know my equation is going to end up with like something equals 12.5. 12.5 or 12.50. We've got a cheeseburger, and we've got fries, and then we got drink, and I added them up. Now, what clues do we have? Well, we know the cheeseburger is 3 times the price of the fries, and the drink and the fries are the same. So we could basically use the same variable for drink and fries. So let's go ahead and say, and then we know that the cheeseburger compared to the fries is like 3 times the cost of the fries. So we could use the fries as our variable price, like F plus the drink price, which is the same as the fries. So we could say that's also F. And the cheeseburger is like 3 times the cost of the fries. So that's 3F. If you add that all together, you should get 12.50 or 12.5. Let's add our like terms. That's 3F plus F, which is 1F, plus 1F again. That's 5F. Oops, that doesn't look like a 5. 5F, that also, whatever, equals 12.50. Now we divide 12.50 by 5, and we should get F equals 2.5 or 250. So they're asking for the price of the fries. That's 250 because F is the price of the fries. The drink is the same as the fries, so it's also 250. What's the price of the cheeseburger? Well, if the cheeseburger is 3 times the cost of the fries, you just need to, cheeseburger is like basically 250 times 3 because it's 3 times the cost. If I multiply 250 times 3, I get 750. And that's it. Go ahead and try some problems on your own. Good luck.